Good afternoon and welcome to game number 6 on track C1. This is Skaters in black versus Area 51 in green. My name is Jeffrey Dominator and this is my pal
Kel's Inferno.
Kel's Inferno. I'm going to be announcing our Skaters in black. We've got number 007, Pushy Galore. Number 12, Batanya Harding. Number 158, Shadow Runner. 181, Tequila Riot. 206, Bones. 222, Small Crisis. 239, Rissa Rampage. 30, Big Draws. 32, Locked and Loaded. 350, Cupcake. 4, Arkansas Twister. 411, Rowdy Dangerfield. 420, Prism Riot. 642, ChiliCon Carnage. 666, Vibe Check. 713, Unprotected Flex. 716, Go Go Jebby Joe. 77, Royalty. And 787, Banshee.
And skating for Area 51 in green today, we have 002, Kara Beaton, 101, Pink Floyd, 1028, T-Sprain, 123, Big Bird, 13, Aqua Tofana, 17, The Spread Eagle, 1701, Lieutenant Uhurta, 1729, Ghostface Thrilla, 173, Dreadlightful Stardust, 1998, Not Sorry, 28, Aphrodisiac, 3000, Queen Acrusha, 357, Captain Crush, 4292, Domino Meow, 66, Boba Threat, 77, Jupiter, 777, Twerks, 80, Dopamine, 85, Smarty McFly, and 96, Marie Fury.
Let's get ready for some derby. Looks like both teams are looking to get the game started, getting their panties on their heads.
Looks like we've got Kara Beaton out on the line with the star for Area 51, and that is Cupcake on the jammer line for Skaters in Black.
Little jostling off the line, and they're running up the inside line there. Cupcake getting stopped by that green tripod in the back.
Oh,
but as soon as they were distracted, she ran up the inside line. Black team still working to get out, or green team, apologies. They have done a panty pass, and we've got number 17 now out for green team. That is number 17, the Spread Eagle, forcing that call off.
4 points picked up by Cupcake and Skaters in Black in that first jam.
Now on the line, we've got number 123 skating for green. That's Big Bird.
And Batanya Harding on the jammer line for Skaters in Black. Looks like we've got our Area 51 team trying to get a pivot line start.
Hoping to force a no pack call and let their jammer through. Big Bird taking advantage of that moment to slide along the side. Being slightly recycled back. Running up that outside line.
Looks like we do have one blocker taking a seat in the penalty box for skaters in black. That is Arissa Rampage with our first penalty in this game.
And Big Bird taking lead jammer status. Big Bird on the outside line coming in to score some points. Teammates taking advantage of the other team and knocking them out of bounds so Big Bird can come through and score 4 points.
And we do have a successful star pass to our pivot turned jammer. That is Shadow Runner now with the star for skaters in black. Big Bird going to hit it and quit it, pick up all 4 points on that second pass as well, and call that jam off. Area 51 leading 8, skaters in black 4.
Just a reminder to clean up after yourself. Your mom probably doesn't work here.
And even if she does, we're all adults and we should pick up after ourselves.
Yeah, my mom would just yell at me and make me do it myself. Now up for the green team, we've got number 1729. That is Ghostface Thrilla jamming against the black team,
That
who
is
is being recycled back.
Unprotected Flex, almost out of the pack, but recycled all the way to the back by the Area 51 blockers.
Ghostface Thrilla pushing hard up the outside, being knocked out of bounds and recycled back as well. Last line of defense, beautiful there by number 117.
Unprotected Flex picking up lead jammer status for our skaters in black. Ghostface Thrilla also out now on the initial. Unprotected Flex trying to take the outside line, getting knocked out of bounds, but back in really quickly.
Ghostface Thrilla now pushing on that black tripod, but they are going to have them call it off, and Ghostface Thriller managed to pick up 1 point on that jam, made it past those hips.
3 points picked up by Unprotected Flex. Small Crisis out with the star for skaters in black.
4292 skating, that is Domino Meow. Black team running up the outside line, getting knocked out of bounds immediately and recycled back. Green pivot waiting.
That is Royalty.
Little one-on-one action with that pivot jammer.
We do have a Domino Meow out with lead jammer status for Area 51. Back around, picking up points already.
Checking with the bench to see what they want them to do. And they're going to go ahead and call that jam off.
Looks like we're going to have a very defensive game with some low scoring jams.
I love a 0-0 jam. Area 51 managed to pick up 4 points on that last one, bringing their score to 13. Skaters in black got 2, bringing their score to 9.
Kara Beaton back out with the star for Area 51, and that is Bones for with the star for skaters in black. Bones pushing very hard against that tripod of Area 51 blockers at the front.
Managing to tiptoe up that outside line. Easy peasy work there.
Picking up lead jammer status for skaters in black.
Area 51 have removed the panty, attempting to get through, and it worked perfectly. Nobody saw that they were the jammer, and they will put that star right back on their head.
Bones with 4 on the jam so far, looking for some more, giving some direction to the blockers there. Picking up 1 more point before calling off that jam.
Reminder, no wearing skates in the bleachers. Take them off or go sit on the ground.
Area 51 having a slight advantage at the start of this jam with one skater in black blocker in the penalty box.
Giving Big Bird a lot of space to gain some speed.
To Kill a Riot with the star for skaters in black, but it is Big Bird picking up lead jammer status, taking advantage of that blocker being in the penalty box.
Black Jammer has now made their way out of the pack, coming around the apex. Big Bird tiptoeing their way up the outside line, checking with their bench about what they might do, saying, I think I'm going to run this one.
To Kill a Riot also picking up 4 points on that pass.
Big Bird coming in sideways, tripping over a downed black skater. And we're going to go ahead and call that jam, make sure everybody's okay.
Looks like that blocker did pick up a low block. That is ChiliCon Carnage taking a seat in the box. This will give Area 51 a pack advantage at this jam start.
That's why we always preach to fall small.
Absolutely.
Up for the black team, we've got number 7-7. That is Royalty up against somebody who's staying so low I cannot read their number. Royalty getting lead, while the green jammer twists and turns and hops their way around that apex.
Can't tell what that number is. Some of those numbers.
That was Dreadful Stardust jamming for Area 51. Now up for Area 51, we have 4292. That's going to be Domino Meow.
And Small Crisis with the star for skaters in black.
Tonka spreading some.
Domino Meow running up that outside line and picking up lead jammer status for Area 51.
Area 51 recycling that black jammer to the back. Holding Small Crisis tight there with their chest. Crisis pushing up that outside line, while Area 51 takes their time going around the track to score points. Small Crisis out of the pack.
Domino Meow tries to take the outside line, but is knocked out of bounds on 1 foot and commits a track cut going to the penalty box, giving us our first power jam of this game.
Small Crisis working hard to push up that outside line and gain some points during this power jam. Having a discussion with their friends about what they should do.
Small Christ getting some offensive assistance there from one of our skater in black blockers.
Taking their time to catch their breath before they get back to the pack. Green Jammer is standing.
I usually wait till they've like re-engaged and it's the players definitely know they're there. Domino Meow tries to stay upright and in bounds, but is not able to. Recycled all the way to the back by the skaters and black blockers.
Made it past and, unfortunately is heading to the box.
Looks like a forearm call on Domino Meow. This will give our skaters in black a power start for the next jam. Looks like that power start is going to go to a Cupcake. Skaters in black currently leading by only 1 point, 27-26 with 19 minutes to go.
A reminder to please zip your bag and stow it in a gear stow area. Please don't leave it out to trip anyone.
Cupcake through with lead jammer status in this power jam.
Area 51 waiting there on the apex. Sealing up tight, trying to prevent them from getting through. Beautiful offense provided by skaters in black.
Domino Meow back out on the track, able to sneak by on that inside apex on the initial pass. Cupcake picking up 4 more points and calling off that jam. That was an 8-point jam in favor of skaters in black.
Really nice toe stop work there on the inside line. Just a reminder to please join events of your actual skill level. Do not play up or down. Our biggest complaints are about wrong level skaters.
Jamming next for skaters in black, that is Unprotected Flex. And Twerks on the line with the star for Area 51. I believe this is Twerks' first time jamming in this matchup today. Lead
And
jammer
Twerks
going
makes their
to
way out.
Unprotected Flex. Great name, by the way. Love it.
Twerks making their way out of the pack as well. Unprotected Flex bumping into the pack, tiptoeing that outside line.
Twerks with 1 more to beat and does, picking up all 4 points on that pass.
Unprotected Flex also making their way out of the pack, and they're going to go ahead and call it. Maintaining their lead. Skaters in black are sitting at 39 points, Area 51 at 30. We've got number 173 skating for skaters in Area 51. That would be Dreadful Stardust. Dreadlightful Stardust.
Dreadlightful Stardust. And that is
Beautiful.
to Killer Riot on the jam line for skaters in black.
Dreadlightful Stardust trying to push their way up the outside. Quick cut to the inside line and making their way out of the pack to become lead jammer.
To Killer Riot right there with a Dreadlightful Stardust. Both jammers able to score now.
Little hop, skip, and a jump out of the pack to gain 4 points.
To Killer Riot also with 4.
Dreadlightful Stardust trying to get into the pack fast. Being bounced to the outside. Slamming in hard to the outside, and they will make it through the pack again for another 4 points.
No pack call, freeing up Dreadlightful Stardust for 4 more points.
Number 7-7 for the black team is going to be going to the box. No more pivot to help.
Believe that was a failure to reform on that no pack call.
Dreadlightful Delight making their way back to the pack, attempting to pick up some more points. Tequila Sunrise Tequila Riot, apologies, not far on their tail.
16 points from Dreadlightful Stardust. I believe that is our highest jam of the game so far. Skaters in black also picking up 12 points in that jam. Skaters in black leading 51, Area 51, 46.
Jamming next for Area 51, we've got Ghostface Thrilla versus, for the skaters in black, Bones. They are jockeying for position on that jam line. Bones is playing a little bit of defense there and then trying to smash through that tripod. Area 51 holding strong. Ghostface Thrilla making their way out in front. Bones being stopped by that solid wall, taking a chance to play some more defense. Being taken back by the skaters in green. I'm not sure which number that blocker in the silver skirt is, but they are everywhere. I believe that's
Bones
7-7 Jupiter.
out on the initial pass, but not going to make it back around before Ghostface Thriller calls it off. 4 points for Area 51. We do have a 1-point game with just over 13 minutes to go. Cupcake back out with the star for Skaters in Black. And that is Kara Beaton out on the line for Area 51.
Just a reminder, there's no skating indoors at the hotels. Please watch out when you're skating everywhere.
Kara Beaton out quickly with lead jammer status for Area 51. Cupcake working very hard against that last line of defense at the front.
Using their butt to knock that blocker out of the way and get out of the pack.
Kara Beaton through with 4 so far and gonna call it off. Cupcake not able to sneak in any points that time. We do have a lead change. Area 51 leading by 3 points. Domino Meow back out on the jam line for Area 51.
Up against Batanya Harding for the Skaters in Black. Just a reminder that there is no glass allowed in the expo or in the pools. Thank you.
Skaters in Black with a slight pack advantage as we've got one Area 51 blocker in the box.
Batanya Harding working hard to get up that inside line. Those blockers just keep taking them backwards.
Domino Meow recycled all the way back past the jam line into turn 4, but Domino Meow still able to pull out lead jammer status.
Unprotected flex going to the box.
Batanya Harding also right there. Both jammers coming around at almost the same exact time on this first scoring pass. Domino Meow picking up that foot to get by that last blocker, picking up all 4 points. 4 points on the board for both teams. Area 51 leads 58, Skaters in Black 55 with 11 minutes left.
Currently up to the jam line, we've got Big Bird for Area 51 up against Bones for our Skaters in Black.
Area 51 with the pack advantage this time as the Skater in Black pivot is still in the box.
And because of that, Big Bird was managing to tiptoe up the inside line and take lead. Blocker coming back to help from the Black team, providing some beautiful offense, attempting to get their jammer out. Unfortunately, they were distracted, and Big Bird managed to get past and pick up 4 points.
Bones has one more to beat, but that one is Dreadlightful Stardust. The pivot for Area 51 able to recycle Bones back and play some offense for Big Bird. Big Bird picking up 4 more points.
Bones being held by those green blockers. She says, please just let me go. And it worked, making it through on the apex.
Big Bird tries to take the outside line, but is recycled
Bones
all the way to the back.
Forearm. They'll be going to the box for that.
Still smiling, though.
Still smiling. Big Bird taking advantage of the power jam, pushing their way hard up the inside line, and they're going to call it off so that we can start our next jam on a power jam. Smart thinking.
I mean, Big Bird did already score 12 points, so, you know, maybe get some fresh legs out there for the power start. The power start is going to go to Ghostface Thriller for Area 51.
Ghostface Thriller on a power jam, asking for help from their friends. looking to get through here at turn 1, being held very tight by the skaters in black.
Nice offensive clear on that inside line. Freed up for Ghostface Thrilla to pick up lead jammer status. Bones out of the box, re-engaging the pack and through on the initial pass. Ghostface Thrilla looking to pick up some points.
Ghostface Thrilla is going to go ahead and call it off.
3 points picked up by Ghostface Thrilla and 1 point by Bones.
Now jamming for skaters in black, we have Cupcake.
And Kara Beaton for Area 51. Oh, looks like 1 point picked up by each jammer in that last jam.
Oh.
Area 51 leading 71, skaters in black 56 with
Kara
7.5 to go.
easily making her way up the inside line, unfortunately being called on a forearm. Skaters in black are now on a power jam.
Cupcake being recycled all the way to the back by number 17, the Spread Eagle. That pivot for Area 51.
Area 51 without a jammer, but doing a beautiful job of maintaining that pack, staying tight, not letting the black jammer through.
Cupcake.
Recycling Cupcake all the way to the back.
Cupcake with 1 to beat and gets knocked out of bounds at the very top of the pack and recycled into the pack again.
Kara Beaton is back in the game and making their way up the inside of the track.
It was a very solid penalty kill by the Area 51 blockers.
Incredible penalty kill. That pivot is not letting them pass.
Cupcake through, picking up lead jammer status for skaters in black. Gonna call off that jam.
Just in the nick of time.
Just in the nick of time. I wasn't sure if any points were gonna be scored or not.
My
No
angle
points.
is not the ref angle.
Right. We do not have a great angle to see if hips past hips or not.
Now jamming for skaters in black, we have number 181 to Kill a Riot. This is number 4292, Domino Meow.
Both jammers trying to take the outside. That works out for Domino Meow, picking up lead jammer status for Area 51.
To Kill a Riot, not too far behind, making their way out of the pack now. Domino Meow pushing hard towards the end and stopping the skaters in black from picking up anything on that one.
Area 51 really trying to keep this lead 75 to 56 with just over 5 minutes to go. Less than 20 points still separating these teams.
I've seen that happen in one jam.
Absolutely. It can definitely happen in one jam, and we've got a few more jams than that.
We have Big Bird jamming for the Area 51, and we have
Unprotected Flex.
Unprotected Flex coming around the apex with lead jammer status. They're going to come through and pick up some points.
Nice, easy pass on that inside apex for all 4 points. Nothing a jammer loves more than to get through untouched.
Big Bird coming through fast in an attempt to pick up some points. And I believe the only points were awarded to skaters in black.
Yep, no points for Area 51 in that jam. A quick 4 points for skaters in black.
Now on the jam line for Area 51, we have number 173, Dreadlightful Stardust, versus number 1, who is not on our roster.
First time we have seen this jammer for skaters in black in this game.
Oh, there are other numbers written on there. I just can't quite see them.
Skater in black, jammer, lead jammer, and 4 points on the board already. Taking direction from the bench, calling it off. Slowly chipping away at that lead. We now have an 11-point game with just over 3 minutes to go.
Up to jam for Area 51, we've got Kara Beaton.
And I believe that is a shadow runner for skaters in black.
That would make sense. Their number is a shadow. I tried to make a note of the measure in the warm-up. Smart. Kara Beaton attempting to make their way up the outside line, being knocked out of bounds and taken back. 2 more blockers to meet in the front, and they are making their way out of the pack to get lead jammer status.
Shadow runner being recycled on the outside all the way to the back by Area 51 blockers.
Jupiter holding that outside line, working hard to keep that jammer out.
Ooh, that looked like a hard fall.
Jupiter once again trying to stop this black jammer from getting up the inside line.
Jupiter doing an amazing job with this one-on-one blocking and continually recycling the skaters in black jammer, who now is taking a seat in the penalty box.
Kara Beaton on a power jam.
8 points already in the
She said, "Let's
jam.
go." Green team doing a beautiful job of stopping those black blockers from running away so that Kara Beaton can come in and gain some points. Staying low and solid, getting past all of those blockers to gain 4 points for Area 51. Jammer for skaters in black back on the track, engaging with the tripod, who are not moving.
Kara Beaton taking that hit and kept on going for 4 more points. 16 points so far in this jam.
Cupcake working hard to get through, wearing the pivot. Did take the star, but they have been assessed a cut track. They will go to the box, and Area 51 will start this jam on a power jam.
Area 51 really putting some space in between them and skaters in black, picking up 16 points in that last jam. They are leading 91-64 with 1 jam left. We've got Big Bird out on the line for this power start for Area 51. Takes the outside and picks up lead jammer status very quickly.
Make sure that when you're traveling, you are traveling with a buddy or your whole pack when you leave here. Find more crucial safety tips in your registration bag and your program. Big Bird making their way around the pack, attempting to score a couple more points for this game. Jammer for skaters in black back on the track. Cupcake getting knocked hard to the inside line.
Big Bird with 8 points so far on the jam and back around 4 more.
Cut track penalty being assessed to a green blocker. Big Bird casually skating around the track.
Cupcake out on the initial pass. Trying
Big
to pull
Bird.
some jammer on jammer action on Big Bird.
I was going to say Big Bird has helped Area 51 to cross the century line. They are over 100 points.
And Big Bird is still scoring.
Slowly but surely, they make their way through the pack to gain 4 more points. Everybody's falling down over there. Cupcake casually making their way around the track.
4 points picked up by each jammer on that last pass. This is a 20-point jam so far for Big Bird and Area 51, but Big Bird is not done yet. That will be our final whistle. 24 points by Big Bird in that final jam. That is definitely our biggest jam of this game. Area 51 was like, wow, this game is getting way too close.
Yeah.
We are going to pull
Let's
away with
spread
it.
it out. We're currently looking at an unofficial score. Area 51 at 115. Skaters in Black at 71. A reminder to zip your bag and stow it in the labeled areas. And our official final score, Area 51, 115 to Skaters in Black, 71. Thanks for joining us.
RollerCon would like to remind you to please travel with a buddy or a pack outside of the expo.